This Dharma Samhita begins with the prayers to Sri Mahavishnu, a best Saivit among all people, Saraswati Devi, and Vyasa Bhagavan. It begins with Jaya Kosha. Vyasa Bhagavan, son of Parasara Muni, gives happiness to his mother Satyavati. He is best of all. From Sacha Vyasa Bhagavan's lotus face, words filled with nectar come risingly. People in this world consume that and are in bliss. This Dharma Samhita also begins praying to the God who, with Sattva Guna, protects the worlds, with Rajaguna, creates the worlds, and with Tamoguna, destroys the worlds. He who is beyond Maya, which is the Swarupa of these three characters, such as Satya Swarupi, Atma Swarupi, he who has the greatest knowledge, he who does not have any dosha, he who is called as Brahman, he who exists forever, he who could not be realized by philosophical researches, he who is filled with by all means, to Lord Shiva. So the Puranika looked at Naimisaranya sages and said, Sages, once upon a time, Krishna Paramatma, son of Devaki and Vasudeva, was thinking in loneliness about not having children and how to attain the prosperity of having children. At that time, he saw sage Upamanyu. Sage Upamanyu is the son of sage Vyakrapada. When young, when he cried for milk, the grace of Lord Shiva made the ocean of milk itself to come, and he had that. On seeing him, Krishna did puja to him as per Shastras and made him sit on pedestal. He asked him, Sage, whom do you do puja and archana every day with love? Sage Upamanyu very happily replied, Krishna, earlier I did penance for a long time. At that time, Lord Shiva gave his darshan to me with mercy. At that time, I saw the Trishul with three heads, one leg, terrible teeth, which gives happiness to those who pray to it humbly, who has faces so illuminated, he who has 2000 rays, best of all weapons, first among all, which has many symbols, which can destroy multi-crore enemies. When used by Maheshwara, it can even destroy the Brahmanda, that which is done japa by Brahmadeva, Vishnu and other devas, saw such a Trishul near him. There is no weapon greater than that in the three worlds. Everybody will praise it commonly as Sarveshwara's Trishul. That will dry up all the oceans. One king in the name Mandata attained it with the grace of Lord Shiva. He won all the other kings and did Ashwamedha Yaga. An Asura in the name Lavanasura got it with Shiva Anugraha and kept with him in his house. With much pride and arrogance, he invited King Shatrughna for war and was finally killed by him in war. King Shatrughna, after winning him, took all the things that Lavanasura had and possessed. That Trishul, that is very fierce, that threatens all, that which wears snakes as garlands, that which is much great, whose glory cannot be said completely, that which threatens, making its three heads like eyebrows, that which is like smokeless fire, like a rising sun, like Lord Yama. That Trishul did not become his absolute right and ownership, so it went back to Lord Shiva. On the other side of Maheshwara, I saw the weapon Parasu, the axe Maru, which is very sharp, decorated with many snakes, and that took the Purusha Rupa with the Pralaya Kalagni. Parasurama got this Parasu weapon from Lord Shiva with his grace to kill the kings, so his strength and power increased. He destroyed the 73 generation Kshatriya clan. I also saw Sudarshan Chakra with 1000 faces, 2000 arms, 1000 legs, 2000 eyes, that which spreads everywhere, that which is in Purusha Rupa. I also saw that Sudarshana Chakra near him. I also saw Vajrayuta, Shakti Aida, Dhunira, Gatka, Pasha, Angusha, Gatha, and other Digbalakas weapons also near him. To test my devotion, he appeared before me in such a fierce, terrible form. To his right, behind him, I saw Brahmadeva standing with a swan near him. To his left, I saw Vishnu standing with Shang, Chakra, Gatha, Gatka, and Kodanda, with his Garuda standing near him. I also saw Parashakti Parvati Devi. Near Parvati Devi, I also saw Subramanya in his Mayuravahan with a bright illuminating Velayuta in his hand. I also saw Nandideva with Trishula army. I also saw Vinayaka with Pash and Angush at one side. I saw Bhutaganas and Saptamadas also. They stood around him as his parivars and were singing praises of him. I saw everything in this world around him. Seeing such a darshan, I prayed with folded hands in bliss. Lord Shambhavamurti smiled. Vedic scholar, though I appeared before you in such a terrible form, you were not shook or distressed by it. You crossed your tests in victory. You were not amazed or surprised by it. You took it as my nature. You have attained such a devotional stage. May you be blessed and attain all auspicious things. Ask me soon the boon that even Devas could not attain. I prayed to Paramapati and requested him, Lord, you are very happy now. You should bless me to be devoted with you always. With such a devotion, I can attain the wisdom of past, present, and future. You should bless me and my descendants to have milk and annam always. Sarveshwara, you should give your darshan always in our ashram. For that, Lord Shiva replied, you will always stay young. You will be famous among all sages. Even sages will praise you. Discipline, good moral, character, prosperity, and so on will increase with my blessings. As you wish to have milk, I gave you the ocean of milk itself. It will attain you when you wish for it. All things that you desire, that will also attain you immediately. Ocean of milk is Amarta Swarupa. As you are drinking that, you will live throughout the Vaivasta Manumantra with your family clan together unitedly. Your Gotra will always develop. I will always give darshan in your ashram. I will also bless you with the devotion over me forever. If you want any more boon, I will give you that also. You do not desire for anything else. Saying so, he disappeared. Krishna, like this, Lord Shiva gave Divya Darshan with a crore sun brightness. He blessed me with boons. As per his order, with his grace, I attained everything. I attained Udyanavana, a garden full of fragrant flower plants which will bear flowers throughout the year. That fills the heart of Gandharvas, Ganas, sages, and Vidyadharas with bliss. I also attained other things. I also attained the power to attain anything of my desire at the same moment. Sage Upamanyu said this to Sri Krishna.